Good afternoon, sir, and thank you for joining us. So, we just cut to the chase. So, we'll start with a very uncontroversial question. So, we know that journalists are a very unbiased and objective group. So, Modi, a great Prime Minister or the greatest Prime Minister?
He is the Prime Minister. I think it's early to pass any judgment in terms of greatness or the extent of greatness, or whether he's great at all. Because 2.5 years into his term, if you were to measure performance by promise, even he would admit that he is nowhere close to the mark. So I think let's defer judgment till the end of 5 years. But so far, as I said, the only metric that we have to judge somebody like him by is by what he said he would do. And if you go by that yardstick, he hasn't done most of those things.
Okay, so journalism is generally a very tough profession, from convincing your parents to actual college life, and then finding a job and the grind after that. So, how did you decide to take up journalism? What was your inspiration?
I used to always like writing, and I was interested in world international affairs. By training, I'm an economist, and I was teaching economics at New York University. And I used to freelance for Frontline magazine. They wanted initially articles on international political economy, but I covered a lot of things that were kind of international affairs and things. And that got me interested in writing, communicating. And I've always been interested in what's happening politically in India. Concerned about a number of issues, whether it's environment, human rights. So it was natural for me when I decided I didn't want to teach in India, that I would gravitate towards a profession like journalism, where you, in many ways, have to abide by the rigors of academic life, because journalism, like academic writing, has to be based on proper research, has to be objective, and but you are communicating and doing so on a real-time basis on more immediate issues. So for me, it was a practical idea.
So, sir, there's an understanding that the level of trust that the public places in the media has generally gone down, and there's a lot of anger amongst the people against what's called the mainstream press.
Yeah.
There are monikers like prostitutes and all thrown around.
Yeah.
So, what is your take on this? Where do you think this anger is directed from?
Well, I think we have to distinguish between politically motivated attacks on the media, from where this term prostitute has come, essentially from people linked to Bharatiya Janata Party. It's a matter of shame, I think, that a minister like V.K. Singh has used this kind of a phrase and hasn't been criticized by the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister himself has used uncharitable terms to describe the media, bazaar and so on. So I think it's unfortunate that political people who don't like or who don't find the media coverage to their taste or to their liking, or essentially because the media doesn't report things exactly the way they want, that they would resort to name calling. So I would set that aside. This is essentially a form of trolling, and ruling parties have traditionally done this, but I think the current ruling party has taken it to a new level. As far as the overall public perception is concerned, you are right that there is a feeling that the media is doing its job. The media is preoccupied with trivia, is preoccupied with foisting its own opinions on viewers or readers. If you watch any television news channel after 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, you hardly get any news. What you get are arguments, riotous discussions, gladiatorial contests, which are actually designed to entertain rather than to inform. And even the concept of entertainment is a very warped one, quite frankly, because you see a lot of time being given to very, very ill-informed people with ill-informed opinions, people who are rude, people who don't have basic decorum. And for that reason, there is disenchantment and cynicism about the media and its role. This has also been fueled by evidence that has emerged over the last 7 or 8 years of the proximity of some journalists and some media houses to politicians, business houses, which has further fueled the idea that the media is not telling the truth, and or the media is hiding the truth from the public. And this is in a way goaded the public to make use of social media platforms which have their own problems, but it has in a way pushed people to look for alternative sources of information, which allows a lot of fake news and rubbish to get into the public domain. But it also provides an opening or space for a lecture like mine, like the Wire on it, to reach out and actually present its journalism to people.
Yeah. So because you brought up fake news, I had a question about that. So because of the spread of fake news on social media on such a large extent, there's been this term called post-truth, which has been named word of the year with respect to that. How do you think that changes the dynamics of journalism?
Well, it shouldn't, right? Because journalism is about truth-telling. It's about speaking truth to power. It's about countering bogus things that are said, whether they are said by lay people or by people in positions of authority. So I think that the more we are entering or seem to be living in the so-called post-truth world, where apparently facts don't matter, the more important it is for journalism to reiterate that facts do matter and to counter actively every assertion that is false with data. I'll give you an example. The Prime Minister's December 31st speech to the nation, where he spoke of demonetization. He made an astonishing claim where he said that one of the reasons we decided to demonetize is because the 500s and 1,000 rupee notes were being more used in the black economy than in the real economy. There is no data for that. There is no source of information or any study which says this. If anything, all the studies suggest that black money is a smaller part of your real economy, and that you can't make these kinds of assertions. And it was important for us as a digital newspaper to call the Prime Minister out on that. This is a bogus bit of information.
So since you brought up the Wire has a very revolutionary concept where you run on grants and readership contributions. So how sustainable do you think this model is, and do you think other news bodies can take this up and run on the same kind of model?
Yeah, I mean we call it it's an experiment really. It's a gamble on a new kind of social contract between the reader as a citizen and journalists, because we came to the conclusion after many long years in journalism that journalism which is for profit and which depends on investors or which depends on big companies or governments advertising is bound to become susceptible to pressure of one kind or the other. And we've seen this through bitter experience, and we said, okay, can we pioneer something new? So far we have managed, and I'm quite confident that beyond our initial years we will sustain this.